Complete for the first down. A tough catch, Tavon Austin. Tavon Austin, somebody the Rams would like to get the ball in his hands quite a bit.
Well, his offensive line gave him plenty of time here, and this is a nice throw, giving Tavon Austin a time. You saw it right there, pivot in and out, working on Darryl Stuckey to get that first down.
Of his last 15 catches, only one has gone for as much as 10 yards. They want to shake him loose. 8th overall pick the previous season. Austin in motion. They give it to Tavon Austin, and he gets down inside the 5.
You mentioned it, Chris. They're always looking for ways to get Tavon involved, and usually when he's in motion somewhere near the center when the ball is snapped, he's going to be involved in the play, whether it's a running play or a passing play we saw earlier. It's an exciting guy, Chris. It's very hard for offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer to create ways to get him the ball, but when they do, in space like that, he can be effective.
He picked up 6. And that's where he's trying to get into the end zone. Steve. A high moving kick. Inside the 14. Austin across the 20 and out of bounds. Rams will take over on offense here. Sean Hill goes underneath. Tavon Austin knocked down. Short of the 38, Eric Weddle. Keeping him from gaining yardage.
Well, they don't have a lot of explosive players. Kenny Britt can be that guy. I think that's why we see Trey Mason running the ball, because he is that guy. And we've mentioned numerous times today, they can't seem to find ways to get Tavon Austin, who is their explosive guy, the ball enough to be a quick strike offense. Like all teams would love to do.
Kenny Britt. Tavon Austin has running room. All the way down to the 5 of San Diego with the first and goal Rams.
Well, that's what you want out of Tavon Austin. I said earlier, every time this kid is in motion, there's a high probability that the ball is going to go to him. And one way to get him in space, if you can't do it as a receiver, get him on the run. Make the defense have to catch up with him. We know how quick and speedy he is. Is he elusive? That was a nice big play down in the red zone for St. Louis.
Spotted down at the 6. Tavon Austin the carry. Tavon Austin in for the touchdown.
I don't know how many times I've seen this play on tape with St. Louis, but whenever they're in the red zone and he lines up in that slot, he takes a short motion, ball is snapped. Before he's there, it's going to be a handoff to Tavon Austin. And as of late, he's got involved. A huge touchdown for St. Louis.
It's his first touchdown this season, his first rushing touchdown. And he made that look easy.
We got a good block there by Jared Cook on that corner. You know we can outrun almost anybody. That was a big turn of events there for the Rams.
Each team with 2 turnovers, and each team has taken advantage. The extra point by Zerline. And the Rams are within 3. The muff punt. Recovery Rams. Tavon Austin with a block from Jared Cook. And it's a 3-point game in San Diego. Tavon Austin with his first touchdown this season. Last year he had 6, and an important one to get the Rams to within 3. We've actually had 3 touchdowns scored in the last 3.5 minutes. 2 for the Chargers, and that one for the Rams. Allow Tavon Austin to get the Rams to within 3. And Keenan on first down. Sean Hill's pass is caught. For the 26 is Tavon Austin. Who can change things in a hurry. Back at the red 23.
This game just got real.
Back at the red 23.
This game just got real uncomfortable for San Diego.
High kick. No fair catch. Austin has it. And he's loose. Hurt on his head. Tavon Austin with blockers in front. The punter's out of the way. There goes Tavon Austin. A second flag comes down as he goes out of bounds. 2 different flags thrown on the play.
Jeff Fisher standing on the sideline, disbelief. Obviously, crucial moment in the football game, and usually when you get 2 flags on the play, it's going against the return team.
A spectacular return. This game has been affected by penalty from the opening bell. 9 accepted on the Rams, 8 accepted on the Chargers, and there have been 5 or 6 others that have not been accepted.
Now you gotta expect.
Look at the way the Rams are out onto the field here, almost as if they're on the edge of their seat looking into the theater here.
You remember the San Fran game where they had a Tavon Austin return that the officiating crew erroneously said that he stepped out of bounds on him, but they had 2 flags on the play. And with this type of conversation, you got to imagine that there's flat fouls on both teams here. They're trying to sort this out.
Well, the Rams set up for the return. Cyphers boomed it, and Austin had room to run.
There are fouls by both teams during the play. During the kick, holding number 51 of the return team. During the return, illegal low block, number 5 of the kicking team. By rule, those fouls offset at the spot where the kick was caught. First down, St. Louis.
You see 51 on the left side of your screen. We already missed it. And then in the punter, you see Cyphers is not trying to make a tackle on the returner, cannot go below the knees. That is a safety issue with the league. It's been called a lot in the past couple of years.
So it would have been a 77-yard punt return all the way inside the 10 of San Diego, but you heard the explanation from Carl Jeffers. And Jeff Fisher is arguing, let's get a closer look at 51 McFadden of the Rams.
Right hash, you see him up here, top of the screen, and I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? Who called that? That is an unbelievable foul there. Jeff Fisher has all the right in the world to be upset right now. He talked at length about officials with us, and he's telling them right now that they are absolutely wrong. You'll see 51 right there. And he whipped on the block, trying to block it, and they call a foul. That is unbelievable, unacceptable, really. If you're a St. Louis Rams fan, that play could affect the outcome of this game.
I'm sure he held words on the competition.
The foul will be enforced at the spot of the foul of the receiving team. That foul occurred at the 40-yard line.
That's a big difference. And our rules analyst, Mike Pereira, who watches back in Los Angeles and our control center, watches all the games, just like the league does, totally agrees with you on that call against the Rams. And at least they corrected it. I'm glad Fisher brought up, and that's what I'm assuming he did, because it should be at the spot of the foul, not where he caught the ball.
Well, he's upset now, and Mike McCoy can say what he wants to. Jeff Fisher is absolutely in the right here, and he gets at least the reaction that you'd expect when they made the right call by placing this at the spot.
The ball is going to be at the 40 now of San Diego, 24 yards. And I think Mike McCoy now is trying to say, no, wait a minute, where's the infraction in relation to the penalty where you're going to spot the ball?
Let's go back one more time and look at this, just to make clear how bad this play is. 51 is right here. And watch him come into this play, and they're saying he illegally blocked 53 there. He barely even touched him. Wow, that's going to get a lot of play.
Yeah, that's
this weekend.
That's one of those calls you probably get a letter say, our mistake.
That does you no good.
It still leaves the Rams with hope.